Welcome back, all you beautiful bulletproof handymen and women. I'm a little bit excited. I was just filming an episode for the masterclass for how to edit your website on the Wix website. So if you're building your website with Wix, I was going to be doing just a really quick episode on how to do some of the editing there. And that was going to be just for the masterclass because that drops on May 3rd. And which, by the way, in the description, there is a link for Wix to go build your website there. There is also a link to reserve your spot in the masterclass in the description here as well. But anyways, I was building it and I realized they updated and changed even more. It's even easier to use. I was having a really good time. I got to the part where I wanted to put I wanted to embed my request form onto the website, and that really just went flawlessly. They have like a new way of sort of getting answers to your questions while you're editing. It went really quick. And so what I decided to do was to just scrap the whole video I was doing and instead make one full-length video for how to build your website on Wix, as well as how to add your embedded form, your embedded request form for Jobber. I'm just going to do the whole thing end to end, how to build the site and how to embed your request form. And then I'm going to use it for the masterclass, but I'm also posting it here on YouTube. So this is going to be essentially the page that you start off with right here. So you can let Wix create a site for you using its website builder. This is going to be AI generated. I did try that already and it did a good job, but we're going to come over here to customize a template just because I like options instead of having something else decide what I might like. So it's up to you if you want to pick between a bunch of templates or if you want to let Wix create a website, which is also just a template. But either way, the editing process is going to be the same. So once you've come into Wix, they are going to, before you get to this page, you'll need to choose your domain. Well, you don't have to. You can come straight to this, actually. You can build your website first and purchase your domain later. But I suggest that you go ahead and purchase your domain if you don't have one, assuming you can get yourbusinessname.com. I think that's ideal. But anyways, we get here. I'm going to click pick a template. And this is the one I was doing before, but I don't want to enter this template with work I've already done to it. And I'm going to go ahead and click this one. And instead of view, I'm just going to go straight into edit. And this is going to be create a new site. New residential. Oh, now it's adding stuff. And you may or may not want this stuff. I see that it says adding Wix bookings. For my purposes, for what I'm teaching you guys, I run my whole business in Jobber, and there's a link in the description for that as well. But I'm not gonna use Wix bookings. That's gonna be a whole separate system. So I'm probably gonna remove that so that it's only Jobber. It's gonna be my embedded form essentially that's gonna be taking care of that. So let AI write your site content. No, I don't want AI to write it for me. You can, and you should play around with it, but I'm not going to on here. So here's your website. Here's all the different pages that you have for your website. And the first thing I'm going to show you is just, let's click on this and do quick edit, content layout. So section background or strip background. Oh, I see. So there's that section background right there. So let's say we don't want this to be this color. Let's come over here to change. And we'll do color. And we'll click, how about this blue right here? So as you can see, you can only see a teeny tiny little bit of it because we're only editing this page, but there's that little strip of blue. I don't like the way that looks. Let's turn it back into this gray right here. I think I like that. But as you can see, you can change it to whatever color you want. I'm going to go with gray. Now let's click on strip background. Actually, let's come change this back. Change color, like that gray. Okay, so now let's go ahead and change the strip background. So that's going to be this actual photo here. So we can click change, and you can put a color in here. So if you were to put a color in here, you'd do that, and now there's nothing there. Or you can do an image, click on image here. And now I want to upload media. I'm going to take you off my screen for a second while I choose media from my computer. Okay, I found the photo that I'm going to use, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that photo. uploaded here. Let me bring you back in. So as you can see, I clicked on the photo from my library. It's uploading the file right now. Now we've got the file uploaded. Let's see, double click that. And there we go. Now I've got my new background. So this is how easy it is. I don't know that this is the background I would permanently use for my website. I just wanted to show you how to change the background. Now let's click on title. Right now it says new residential remodeling. You just come over here onto the side. It brings up a little edit box. So instead of new residential remodeling, let's say James Handyman Services. Maybe that's the name of your company, James Handyman Services. And I don't think that stands out really well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit this. How do we edit this? For more design options, go to text settings. There we go. There we go. All right. So we can choose different types of headings. I think I'll just stick with this one. Let's change the font up a little bit and use, oh, I like that. Rosewood. Remember that, Rosewood. And then for font size, it's currently at 60. So we're going to make that even bigger, right? So now I've made it bigger. Let's drag it up. See, you can just drag and drop all of these. It's so insanely easy. Edit text again because I want to change the color of the text. So where is my color settings? Color, here we go. So color, I like that. There's red, there's a different red. There's, ooh, I don't like the blue at all. I think I do like the black. There we go. So I've picked my color. Click off of all of that. There's James Handyman Services. This is how easy this is to edit, guys. Again, you click on this one, whatever you want this to say. If you want to change what it says, you can change what it says. You can right-click on it and delete it if you just don't want anything there. If you want to add stuff to this page, you can come over here and click Add Elements, and you've got all sorts of stuff to pick from for adding elements to this page, and you can just pick any of those. It's going to drop them on. So let's try something real quick. Let's click Add Elements. And let's say the element we want to add is going to be an image. So we click on image. Now, because, see, if you click on text, notice that over here in this column, as you scroll down through here, you get options there. So you come over to image, you like image, just slide over to the right. You can upload and import from your own computer, which is probably what you should be doing using your own photos. You can also pick free from Wix. So let's just go ahead and select that because it doesn't matter what photo we use. I'm just teaching you how to do this. And we select these pairs. Now the pairs are on the screen. If you want it over here, you can bring it over here. If you want it to be smaller, you can change the size. You can move it up and down and around. Now these lines that you see right here, see how things are grayed out on the left and right? This is letting you know what people are going to see on the phone or on a PC. So the skinnier middle section here that says James Handyman Services, that's for the PC version. So you just put this photo wherever you want and go ahead and drop it into place. That's how easy it is to add elements here. So let's click on this photo here. So we're going to click on Change Background. And over here, we see that we have different options. We can change it in color. We can put an image there. We can put a video there. So I tell you what, let's click on video. We're going to put a video there. We're going to click on Upload Media. I'm going to take you off my screen real quick again while I find a little video to put there. I think that's actually going to be really interesting. So how about branding? We'll stick that one there. I don't know how long it's going to take to upload those, so if it's too long, we may try something else. I'll just go ahead and pause this while we wait. All right, so we've got the video uploaded. It looks like it's doing a little bit more thinking, so we haven't completely changed the background yet. I think I'll pause this again while we wait for this thinking to finish. All right, this is a large video and it's been thinking for a while. I probably should have picked a smaller video instead of a large video, but it seems like it's got it uploaded. So we're going to go ahead and click Change Background now. And now that video is here. So I don't know if it's going to autoplay or what. There's probably also settings for that. The next thing I want to show you is over here. You know, this is just a quick text. So edit text. You can just say maybe you just want to say services. There we go. That's done. Now it says services. You can list different services here by just editing this the same way. Now this is one that I do want to show you here. This is a button and it says more info at the moment, but let's say we wanted to say book now. We can do that here. And we're going to come up to this little chain link icon that says linked, and we're going to click on that link. And then we're going to click on web address. Now you're going to need to put a link in there, so I brought you over here to my Jobber account. And in my Jobber account, we're going to come over here to the right side of the screen, click on this gear icon, click on settings. And under settings, we're going to come down here all the way to the bottom to online booking. So if you have set up your online booking, or when you do set up your online booking, once it's all set up and turned on, you're going to be able to get this link right here. So we're going to say copy link. That's now copied to our clipboard. I'm going to take you back over into Wix and paste that in there. And here we are back in Wix where it said paste the URL here. So let's go ahead and paste that. How does it open? Into a new window or in the current window? I'm going to go ahead and say new window. You can choose either one that you want. Select done. And now when you click on this, it's going to take you into online booking. Before we look at the functionality of it, however, let's make sure that it looks nice. So we're going to come up here and click on this, and we're going to click change text. And instead of more info, we're going to say book online. Ta-da, now it says book online. All right, let's start from the beginning. So click on this and then come over here and click design. This is how we're going to design our button. So you can give it a color. You can make it clear, or you can give it a color. Discover more buttons. There we go. So it doesn't have to say discover more, of course. It could say anything. I think I'm going to choose this one just for the sake of getting this done. Oh, look, there's all kinds of cool ones. I like the yellow, book online. Customize design, fill color and opacity, border, corner, shadow text. Let's adjust the text a little bit. I do want the font size to be bigger. There we go, book online. Now we've made our button. Now we'll be able to test our button out. So to test this real quick, I'm going to come up to preview and see if that'll actually, oh, look at that. The video's over here auto playing. All I need to do really, if I wanted to, is just maybe not have this bulletproof handyman piece cut off, but otherwise that's not too bad. And then we're going to click book online, and look at this. You click that button and it takes you right in here to what would be your Jobber account, so they can actually book you right from the website. So let's close this out, come back over here and say back to editor. Come back into the editor. Of course, these are all going to be the same, guys. I think you're getting the picture. You can click on these. You can edit text, create AI text, add animations. You can add links. There's so much you can do. Also, this help button seems to be really useful. I've used it a few times as I was learning to get ready to start doing this video. It's much improved from what it was just a few months ago. It's typically going to answer your questions pretty well. Okay, guys, so I want to get rid of this entire form here. I actually don't want this form, and I don't need this form on here because I want to put my Jobber form on here. I want to embed my form that's attached to my Jobber account so that they don't even have to leave this site to submit a request. So I'm going to click on the form itself, and then I'm going to right-click and say delete. So now I've got a big blank spot here to put my form in. So the next question is, how do I get my form in here? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come over here to this plus symbol for add elements. And as I was pointing out before, there are tons. Look, you can insert a gallery here. You can insert contact forms, which is what we're going to do, but we're going to do our own separate contact form. You can insert payments, video and music, just anything you want, honestly. So what element are we going to add? We're going to add embed code. So hover over embed code, slide over here to the right, come up to popular embeds, slide over here to the right. The most popular embed is in fact embed HTML. And that's the form that your code's going to be in that you're going to get from Jobber. So now we have this, and we need to actually enter the code that we're going to embed here. So I'm going to take you back into Jobber and show you where to get that code for your embedded request form. Now, once again, I'm going to start you at the home page. We're going to hover over this gear icon, click on it, click settings. Once you get into the settings, come all the way down to the bottom here to requests. Click on that one, open it up, and then down here you have share request form. You can turn that on and off. So you can add it to your website or you can just share the link. We're wanting to add to a website, so let's click on View Embed Options. And we're going to come down here. This is the actual code for your embedded form right here. So we're going to say copy code. Now it's copied. And now I'm going to take you back to Wix so that I can show you how to embed this on your site. So now we're back over here in Wix, right where we left off before we went over to Jobber to get our code. So we're just going to right click, hit paste. There's our embed code that Jobber gave us. We're going to say update. And now that it's updated, there it is. So go ahead and close this out. You can make this bigger, of course. We want to fill in this space. We don't want it to feel like we don't want the form to feel, I guess, too tight and tiny. All right, actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's go back over to preview. Now we're in preview mode. So this is what somebody will see. So they're scrolling down through your website. Hold on, this will be at the top when they get there. So they're up here. They start scrolling down through your website and they get to here to the contact us page. You're going to have your phone number, your address, everything else in there. Quick links to the other pages up above. And if they want to just make a request, they can start making a request right now. They can fill this out, keep scrolling as they go down, hit that submit button, and boom, they will have uploaded themselves into your Jobber account, created themselves as a new client. The request is going to be waiting there. Depending on the settings that you've chosen, you're going to get an alert on your phone or on your PC, maybe an email, but you'll get alerted that you have a new request. You can open that request up, have a pretty good idea what they're looking for, what they're needing, and then give them a call or schedule somebody else to give them a call and get them put into the system and get them scheduled. But this is really great because basically what I'm trying to point out here is this is so insanely easy to edit. So you get to choose your own template, choose the template that you like. You can change the background like we did here. You can change all the text. You can add elements like photos. You can add elements like videos. You can change all of the current elements. This is all adjustable. It works really, really well. Look at this. You can just put all of your most beautiful pictures in here. Oh yeah, that's right, because we're still in preview mode. But going back to the editor, of course, you can just replace these pictures with whatever pictures you would like to be there. See, manage media. And then boom, you've got all these photos that hypothetically you've uploaded. You can select more and upload more by add media right here. And you can stick all of your pictures in here with captions and everything. So I'm super excited. If you guys want a website, I really don't think that you have to go pay somebody to build your website anymore. I think it's finally so easy a handyman can do it. So make your basic landing page by doing this. Please do use my link in the description. I have no paywalls on this channel. The masterclass is free. All of this is free. The way that I make that happen is by getting these affiliate relationships going so that I can take the time to do this. So please do use the links. But yeah, just go to Wix and make a website, guys. It's a landing page for your property managers or your potential clients to land on and see that you're a legit business. If you ever want to add more stuff to it that's a little bit outside of your skill set, you can't figure it out, then maybe you can hire somebody to go make some adjustments to your site. But I don't think you need to go hire anybody to build your site. And I've just showed you how to get your online booking button in there. And I've shown you how to get your form embedded in there as well. So with that being said, do me a favor, guys. In the comments on this video, go ahead and drop links to your websites so I and everybody else can go and see what you created. And if you wouldn't mind, when you drop that link in there for your website, tell us, number one, if you felt it was easy or hard. Number two, how long it took you, so we can start getting a gauge of what it actually takes for an average, just normal everyday handyman to go onto this site and build his own website. All right, guys. So I love y'all. I hope you're all out there killing it, and I will see you on the next one.